In a hadith, the Messenger of Allah has stated that Dajjal will be in possession of two situations similar to Jahannam and Jannah. What it calls heaven will actually be hell, and what it calls hell will be in reality heaven. If you are present at the time, try to be put in its hell. That will be heaven for you. We are aware that the Sovereign, the Allah, is He who has the right to the final say on any matter. For this, the Almighty affirms, Inil hukmu illa lillah, meaning, surely the decision rests with Allah only. Yet, the Lord Almighty was officially removed as a final word giver in 1537, with the separation of the church and the state. From that time forward, man became the sole authority to rule on all matters regarding the constitution, economy, penalty, etc. After a long reign of kings and monarchs, the first system that was accepted afterward was named secular democracy, where the decision-making power rested with the majority population. Yet, man has been endowed with limited knowledge in all areas. Therefore, for him to design a flawless system that would ensure peace and prosperity for all is next to impossible. Consequently, when the whole of Europe implemented a greatly flawed system in their collective lives, great disparity of wealth and injustice in all levels of life became all too apparent. As a result, a segment of underprivileged and deprived people rose in revolt against these unfair practices. In another part, a Jewish sociologist by the name of Karl Marx came up with an alternative theory to the existing extremely partial capitalist system. People thronged to grasp this attractive theory of socialism in the hopes of finding peace and happiness.
Russia and China implemented Karl Marx's theory at all levels and soon started propagating to the outside world. What utter bliss it was to dwell under communism. However, they gradually isolated themselves completely from the rest of the world, so nobody had any idea about how heavenly their abode actually was. Communist Russia earned the name of the Iron Curtain, and China became known as the Bamboo Curtain. Within a short span of time, people soon realized that they had actually jumped from the frying pan to the fire and put their concerted efforts into trying to get out of it. Hundreds of thousands of people trickled out from communist parts of Europe into the capitalist regions and from China to other parts of Asia. Even the building of the infamous Berlin Wall could not deter these people from trying to flee. Watchtowers were put up every 50 years, fitted with machine guns. Still people tried to escape. From 1949 to 1961, 2,700,000 people gave up their love of their beloved homeland, family and homes, and escaped from communist Germany. The number of people who died trying to flee was double the number who escaped successfully. Thousands of people risked their lives in hot air balloons, even broke part of the wall with railway engine, and crossed over the wall to freedom. Thousands have drowned trying to cross the channel from China to Hong Kong. There were so many instances of people trying to flee Vietnam in boats of various sizes that a new term, the boat people, was coined to denote them. It does not end there either. After the Korean War, from the 12,760 prisoners of war captured by the North Koreans, only 347 persons refused to return to their homeland. However, from the 75,757 prisoners taken by the Allied forces, 48,841 people refused to be repatriated. These facts force us to think, what manner of heaven is this, whence people give up their life trying to escape, and when taken prisoner, refuse to return to their homeland.
After the phase of socialism came the turn of fascism or dictatorship in different European countries under the rules of Bismarck, Hitler, Mussolini, and so on. This long process of shifting from one ism to the other, from socialism to communism to fascism, are all nothing but groping in the dark, the net sum of all man-made systems, that is, the Judeo-Christian civilization, the Dajjal. Every nation that has implemented the Dajjal's one way of life or the other has brought on huge damages on themselves sooner or later. The ongoing worldwide recession too has been brought on by the usury-based economic system of the Dajjal and the spending of unimaginable wealth to further their hegemony. Therefore, there is no doubt that the Dajjal's heaven is actually hell for its inhabitants. While what it refers to as hell, that is Islam, how peaceful that scenario was, this video footage will demonstrate. This depiction is of a village market in Medina, sometime after Islam was established there. Note that all the shops are open, yet no one is in them. Everyone is at the mosque to attend prayers. Imagine the situation of peace and security that can enable one to leave even jewelry shops unattended while one goes to prayer. On the other hand, in some Muslim lands ruled by the Dajjal's doctrine, the reality is that people praying in the mosques have to place their dirty shoes in front of them in fear of those getting stolen. For these reasons, the Messenger of Allah has often referred to the Dajjal as the Masih al-Kazzab, or the great liar.